Hey y'all, welcome to Sarah and Caitlin. We are your best friends. Subscribe to our channel now because people have been saying, I don't understand how you guys don't have more subscribers. Please keep posting. Don't be discouraged. Good news, guys, we're not going anywhere. Subscriber count does not matter. What matters is the one. So you matter. You want to know what else matters? The fact that I got a pimple right here and I love her. I'm Sarah. As you can see, Caitlin is not here. Now, a few things you need to know before we get into this video. 1, my room, very messy. 2, I could close that door, but I don't want to. I got a laundry basket behind the door. I just don't feel like you've seen the laundry basket, but.
Real quick, you making a video?
Yes.
Isn't this your thing?
Yeah, I'm going to that.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to?
No, just asking.
Oh, okay.
Nola.
Okay, can you close the door? No, get Nola out, please.
Go on, Nola.
Go, Nola. Thank you. And now I want to say that I just washed my face. I do actually have like a juicy pimple that I just popped. Oh my god, it looks like a mosquito bite, and I think it's kind of perfect for this video. The reason why I think it's kind of perfect is because life is really messy, you guys. Life is very messy. Life is very imperfect. We make a lot of mistakes, and it's very hard to keep up with perfection and with being good enough, you know? Especially in this day and age where we can so easily work so hard, at least in America, to make life perfect, but we get burnt out at some point because really as humans, you cannot keep up with perfection. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm just filming this without making this room like super clean. I'm just like not in the business of wanting things to be perfect because that's not realistic. So with that little intro being said, I'm about to transition into what this video is all about. Alright, so I actually just got a comment, Caitlin and I just got a comment on one of our videos, and it said, your girl is 31 years old and I'm still boy crazy. Can you guys please make a video on how to like let Jesus fill those spaces where maybe like guys take up a lot of the space? And it's ironic that we got this specific comment because I've actually been walking through personally like figuring out what it means to actually be confident in Jesus first. And so I'm gonna make this a short and simple one and to the point, and I'm not gonna share all of my personal details because it's important to keep some things, some vulnerable things to yourself and treasure them for a bit. So I want to say, 1, there is no human being that is above another. So all of us humans are like here, and Jesus is the only one who is above us, meaning he's the only one who can satisfy and fulfill us. Every single human is going to let us down. And actually, I'm not just going to be making this video for girls, this is for guys and girls because it's both of us, but I'm going to talk about my life experience so that you can plug yourself in and see where it applies. So I actually did start to realize that I was pretty guy obsessed. Like I thought about my future husband all the time, and I still do. And I realized the reason why is because we all have pain inside of us. Like we all can be stressed, we all can feel lonely, we can feel insecure, we can feel uncertain of the future, we can feel insecure about finances, we can feel scared, we can feel excited and we want somebody to share that excitement with. We can feel really like hype and we want somebody to share that hype with. We can have dreams, we want to share with somebody those dreams. There's so much complexity and emotions inside of us. At different times, all those things can come out, one or the other. A lot of us, like with pain, we don't really know how to deal with it. So like when I'm feeling really scared about my future or really alone, instead of sitting in it, I will use fantasy or scrolling or food or exercise to kind of escape my reality. So like I say, plug this in for yourself. So none of the things that I'm escaping my reality with are bad things. But now when I use it because I can't sit with myself alone, then it becomes something that you want to be curious about. So I started noticing that every time I was like stressed or happy or excited or whatever, my mind would go to like my future husband. And it was like, that's the answer, that's the solution. And it sounds silly, but I mean, if you talk to most young girls, even like 11-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, like from a young age, we start watching movies and we get these like fantasies about the future. So we're always thinking about the future and what that future satisfaction will bring. And we use that future satisfaction to kind of help us out right now. But I got to tell you something. If we're not satisfied right now, you right now with that husband or with that wife is not going to be satisfied. If you have pain right now, if you have a struggle with something right now, there is no human being who can fulfill that for you. The good news is this, that Jesus can and he wants to. So now as I saw that I was starting to escape my like pain and stuff by like kind of numbing, by thinking about the future and hoping for that day, or maybe instead of thinking about a future husband, I'm thinking about when I'm doing homework and I'm stressed, I want to eat a snack in order to kind of escape this stress. I've started to recognize that I literally do escape by like trying to find different ways to like escape from it. What I've learned from a really powerful couple named Sammy and Spencer Robbins, they're on YouTube. They also have a podcast. It's called the Alive and Free Podcast. I actually have no problem with promoting them as much as possible, only because what they teach needs to be out there. Like a lot of us have a lot of self-hatred. We judge our inner self. We are beating ourselves into submission and disciplining ourselves to be good enough for God. But that's never going to get us anywhere. So long story short, check that out. Check their stuff out. But now what I do is this. I started noticing that I'm guy obsessed, and it's because of what I just mentioned. So now I can see anytime I am starting to like dream or fantasize too much about a man, it's actually an alert system. There's actually something deeper going on. So let me tell you some of my personal examples. So anytime I'm driving in the car and I'm thinking about a guy, I'm like, wait, why am I thinking about a guy right now? Let me see what's really deep down going on. And then I actually give myself a second to think about it, and I realize I'm actually kind of nervous about how I'm gonna go forward in fundraising for FCA, which is a big thing that Caitlin and I are individually going to be doing. I'm kind of nervous about how that's going to go. Oh, I'm nervous about it. Okay, well, here I am thinking about a husband, like that's the solution, but no human is the solution for my nervousness. Boom, I figured out something. So then I'm verbally going to say out loud as I'm driving, Jesus, I just realized that inside of me, I'm kind of nervous and scared about raising funds for FCA. I feel like I'm not enough. I feel like I don't have the personality to do this. I feel like I don't have the boldness to do this. And my mind is wandering to my future husband so that I don't have to sit with myself and my pain right now. But I know that there is no human, Jesus, that can fulfill that nervousness, that can help me with it. And so in recognizing that, I just want to let you know I see it, and I want to invite you into those spaces in my life, because you're the only one who can fulfill me and satisfy me. I don't want to be a person, Jesus, that relies on another person to be okay. I want to rely on you, and I want to rely on me so that I can actually love other people around me, not from a place of insecurity and depending on them, but from a place of true compassion and love. Okay, so there's one example. Now, another time I just noticed the other night, I was laying in my bed and I realized that I was scrolling a lot on Instagram. And the reason why I was scrolling is because, did you see that? I was kind of checking if like there's pimple stuff coming out. Oops. So the reason why I was scrolling is because I didn't want to lay alone in my bed with my thoughts, because I gave myself a second to think about why that was. And it's because, once again, I was actually feeling very tired and like I didn't have the energy to get through the next day. I looked at my planner and I had a lot of appointments and things set up for the following day. And so at night, I was actually really kind of nervous that I wasn't going to have energy for the following day. So my mind was scrolling so I didn't have to sit in that. And then once I got off my phone, well, then I started thinking about, oh, if I had a husband, I wouldn't have. All these things, you know, guys, we got to recognize what it is. And so in that moment, I said what I just said prior to what I just told you. I said something like, Jesus, right now, I actually feel like I'm not enough to get through tomorrow. But my mind is scrolling and it's wandering to other things in order to like not have to sit in it. But guess what's the good news, Jesus? You actually are the one who's come to give me life and life in abundance. And so I invite you into the spaces in my life that's scared. And actually, I'm not enough to get through tomorrow. You're right, but you're enough. And so I pray that you would get me through tomorrow, and that I don't have to force this fake personality, that I don't have to force this energy, but rather I can just rely on the fact that you're enough. I'm not going to get too much into this anymore because I think that's actually very valuable information as is. But the power in what I just shared, I believe, is one, just vulnerability. All right, guys, like I have thoughts all the time, and I'm human. I'm human. I don't know what to tell you. Number two, there's value in that because it's way easier for some reason to judge myself and hate myself for having thoughts and for scrolling and for running to other things to fix my problems. It's for some reason it's more natural to hate myself than it is to like just be curious about myself and love that little girl inside of me. Like, judgment is so much easier. Think about it. It's easier for you to tell your friend everything's gonna be okay than it is to tell yourself that. Like, we just sometimes hate ourselves so much, and that's not going to get us anywhere. So if you feel like it's hard to love yourself, I would actually just start praying to God to help you with that, because believe it or not, you don't have enough strength on your own to even like love yourself. We need to invite Christ even in that. And so the third thing that I want to just make out of all of this is that God really wants to help us. He does. Like, he really actually wants to help us, and it pleases nothing more than to a father than for his children to ask for help. So let's give up the act. Let's just give it up, okay? Like, stop working so hard. Stop trying so hard to be something you're not. Stop faking perfection. And let's just be. Let's just go to the Lord and ask him for help. So I hope this helps somebody. I know it will. Please subscribe to this channel and tell somebody about our YouTube channel. Send somebody our videos or whatnot. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you appreciate all that I shared with you. Bye.